we'll be able to go outside. I'm filming a video.
What kind of video?
The kind where you go play and mommy films. Don't worry, you'll be in one later, okay?
Okay.
Love you. Hey friends, so welcome back to my channel. So it's been a hot minute and I thought today I would do a chatty get ready with me, but I want to kind of pick a topic and talk about it. I kind of want to do these more often, not necessarily because I think that everybody is hanging on my every word and wants to hear great wisdom from, some mama for living in the Northwest, but I want to do these also for myself to kind of help myself kind of remember things that I'm trying to work on. So today I wanted to my big subject is I want to talk about like goal setting and like the importance of giving ourselves grace. So if you are like me, it has been a ridiculous year and there have probably been a lot of goals that you have set this year that have not panned out. And the biggest struggle that I am having personally is feeling like I'm not where I wanted to be after having a baby. My stuff here. And overall, if I'm not gonna lie, this has been really hard on me. And I've been I'll be honest, kind of struggling the past couple weeks, feeling like I have not, gotten the routine I wanted to get, lost the weight that I've been wanting to lose, working on, with the homeschooling, with just nothing being normal this year has really taken a toll on me. And I'm not a very good roll with the punches kind of girl. I think you guys have kind of gathered that from many of my posts. But anyway, so I'm starting with just my regular Lumi foundation, True Match C3, and then I put a little bit of face moisturizer with it. And then I mix it because it goes on smoother. And then I just put it on like you would a moisturizer. So I've been struggling a lot and I've been trying to kind of do some research and trying to figure out ways to help me cope with what is going on. And part of it is, and if you hear the TV in the background, sorry, my kids are watching a show while I do this because that's how we roll in this household. So I wanted to talk about some things that I have kind of, none of this is like original. This is all stuff I've heard from other places, but I wanted to kind of get a little list of, I think it's 4 things that I feel I'm going to try to implement in the next few months to kind of help me get my goals or make some progress towards them. So the biggest thing right now is just probably one of the biggest things that I'm struggling with is the fact that I'm home all day with the kids. Things are still pretty much closed. And if they're not closed, there are literally there's grocery stores that limit the amount of people. We can't take our whole family in. And so it makes it hard to grocery shop and hard to go grab things. I'm very grateful for Walmart's grocery pickup because that's what I do 90% of the time just because it's easy. So anyway, I'm using my Maybelline light powder just to set my foundation. It's been forever since I put on makeup too, so it feels kind of weird, but it feels nice because I just want to feel like normal today. And probably one of the bigger, not only that, but then my gym that I normally go to is open, but they don't allow childcare. So basically for me, I am probably going to be canceling my gym membership to the YMCA is where I go. And then Real Her Be Fearless, and I do the Fearless and Limitless colors together. Anyway, but so that's been kind of a blow to me because my goals this year were to have a baby and then finally get myself into a good routine, try to lose some weight. Basically, the struggle that I've always had is I've always struggled with my weight. And I know if you've watched this channel for longer than a few months, you know that my weight has even fluctuated on this channel. I started this channel when I was in my late 20s after I had 2 babies and I was in pretty good shape. I was still working full time and I was still doing a lot of running and exercising and stuff. And to be honest, what allowed me to be able to do that was having the daycare. So I could literally, there'd be times that I would go for runs after work before I picked up the kids from daycare so I could get some exercise in. I don't have daycare anymore because I have more children and I don't have, I lost my job, which is fine because it was totally like God's timing. Like I shouldn't have been working anymore because I have more children to take care of. But it's been hard on me because I don't have the same ability to do the same like workouts and stuff and eating and whatnot. Because when you have a lot of kids, it's hard to, they don't want to eat your healthy food. And the people that say their kids eat it, I don't believe. Maybe they do, but like in our household, like I try my best to like eat balance or make balanced meals for the kids, but it is hard and it's expensive. And so whenever you're going through financial, not struggles, because we're doing okay, but we just don't have a bunch of extra money laying around for, those fancy organic, whatever, things. And so I feel like this year's been really hard because this was kind of the year that I was going to get back into that. So, and also with our move, like we built a house and we're out in the country now. So like having the sidewalks to run on is a little bit harder. So I am trying to, there's Kika Bika. I am trying to figure out ways to kind of be at peace with what's happened. Like, go, you know what? It sucks, but I am acknowledging that it's happened. I'm going to do my best to move on. And so I have 4 things that I want to talk about that are kind of helping me with my goal setting for the rest of this year, which I know like it's freaking almost over halfway over. We're into fall now. So anyway, I just wanted to give you these 4 things and hopefully they will be helpful to you as I am trying to use them in my own life. So the first thing is define your goals. And basically that's something that I have a really hard time doing. Like, and I know some people, they start with like one big goal and then they kind of build up little goals to go with it. I think that is really helpful, but I'm using my Real Her Limitless eyeshadow and hopefully I can get through this before she starts getting noisy whenever she wants to be picked up. So hopefully I can get through this before, or you just might get a see Kika Bika while I'm doing my makeup. So, define what your goals are. So my goals this year are to get in a good routine with homeschool, because we started homeschooling this year. And my hope is to get into a good and lose some weight. I'm trying not to give myself a number because I feel like that can set me up for failure, because if I don't reach that number, I've already been struggling this summer because I actually lost about 5 or 6 pounds in the beginning of summer. And then basically 4th of July came and went. My sister-in-law got married and like life got stressful and I am a stress eater, unfortunately. And money got tight because of COVID stuff and my husband's job is very he's fine now, but like it was precarious. So we're still playing catch up, if you know what I mean, with finances. So like, our grocery bill has to stay really low. And so it ends up being like, more cheaper food, I guess, which is not the best for you. So I basically have gained all that weight back and I'm struggling with that. And this is just reality. I'm being honest with you guys. So please don't, rake me over the coals, because realistically, my issue is, realistically, I want to be honest, laying it all out there, because this is real life. You put on a cartoon for your kids so you can do your hair and makeup and take a shower because you haven't showered in like 4 days. So the second thing it talked about was one thing at a time. So that's something that I struggle with. The last month or so, I've focused on getting homeschool figured out and getting homeschool in a good working routine. We're not 100% there yet, but I feel like we're a lot better than we were. We started August 3rd with our schooling, and we're now in September, and I feel like things are already like kind of falling into place. So once we get that, I'm going to try to work on to my next goal, which is trying to get a consistent exercise routine and basically consistent logging my food every day. Like that's the one struggle I've had. I was doing it before, and that's when I lost the weight, and then I gained it back, and now I'm doing it again. I hate it, but this is reality. This is what I'm talking about. So the third thing is little steps and then celebrate little victories. So like I am celebrating that we are in a relatively good routine for homeschool, and I am celebrating, the little victories, and we are working on like our big thing this week is we're working on like a reward chart with the kids, and basically every day if they do their schoolwork, they have a good attitude, they don't complain, they help mommy with daily chores, then sorry, these kids are so noisy. Then they get like 20 minutes to do what they want. Whether watch a show they want to watch, play some video games with daddy because he has his PS3 out, or play tablet time, or go outside and play with the goats. Then that's their like reward for the day. And then if they get, and then they get a sticker. And then every rest, and I'll maybe like elaborate on this more because, hey, it's helping me, it might help you. And then at the end of the week, they get to go to the dollar store, and get a prize because it's $1. So that's kind of our goal for this week. And I feel, and I'm excited because so far it's been going really well. So kind of our way to celebrate that is we're going to go to the store, get a prize, and it'll be hopefully a lot of fun. So the fourth thing is basically about giving yourself grace and the importance of giving yourself grace. Life is crazy right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Whether people believe it or not, things are different than they've been. And it's a lot of stress, especially on us anxious ladies, which I am very much so one. It is okay to fall down. And like I said, I gained that weight back and I'm so frustrated, but I'm going to tell myself, you know what? Life got stressful. Things changed. Right now we have had a lot of political unrest close to where I live, and it is stressful. And now we are dealing with wildfires and smoke problems. So like we've basically been forced indoors for the last almost week and a half. It'll be probably the end of this week before the smoke clears. It's hard. Sometimes you just have to focus on one thing at a time and just get to that one thing. So my goal has been to get the kids through homeschool. I'm not worrying about logging food. I'm not worrying about exercising because I cannot focus on too many things. But the biggest thing, like my big caveat to that is you want to not stop. So hopefully by the end of this week, things will calm down for us. But don't stop. What I mean by that is get yourself to a stable place. Like the smoke should probably be cleared and we're getting rain. Thank you, Jesus. This weekend, sorry, my hair's caught on my earring. I just did a quick braid today because I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do whatever. And we're going to get back to it probably next week. I mean, I have a big event going on this weekend and I am trying to get through that. And as soon as that is done, then we are going to just get back into our routine and I'm going to try to get back to logging. The thing is, it's okay to give yourself grace, but also don't use it as an excuse to just never get back going because, you know, every time, because you're going to have to stop and restart lots of times. At least I do. I have a lot of life going on and it's just not easy. So I hope those are helpful. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, we're doing okay. We're safe from the fires. We have been a little nervous because they were getting closer to us, but luckily enough, we are far enough away that we weren't in any evacuation zones, so that's good. But yeah, so my goal is next week to kind of get back into the routine, kind of get back to things and get back to filming because I've taken kind of a hiatus. But once again, I can only focus on one thing at a time. And that's why sometimes I take little breaks. So I appreciate you guys sticking around and hopefully you guys will take some wisdom from this. And like I said, this isn't like me being an expert. This is just things that people have talked about, articles I've read, and kind of ways that I want to help other people because I know it helps me. So thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all next time.